RFL TV in association with MICK HENNESSY and Marbella. I'm at the press conference today for Christian Hamer taking on the #1 mandatory challenger Tyson Fury. With me I've got Tyson's promoter and manager MICK HENNESSY. How are we doing, Mick?
I'm doing really well, James. Good to see you again so soon.
I couldn't get you on the channel for a couple of weeks and now it's an overload of me.
Definitely.
Good. This fight, Tyson Fury doesn't seem the most motivated. We've seen him 4 fights. Do you think that's just a kind of an act with Tyson? He plays relaxed.
You know, Tyson's an old pro now. He's been there, seen it, done it. So he's just going through the motions, really. If you looked at his workout on the pads with his dad yesterday, which I see last night, he looked incredible on the pads. Like the shape of him, just for a heavyweight, just how agile he is, and he's quick hands. He's in tremendous shape. I mean, he doesn't underestimate anyone. This is heavyweight boxing. He's a professional. He's mandatory. He's he's in much better shape than he was for the Chisora fight, and that pleases me in a big way.
With that said, I'm quite surprised no one picked up in the press conference the fact that his dad's returned to the camp. Obviously, a big influence on any man, their father, let alone having John Fury in your team with Peter. How much of an influence do you think that will be positively going forward?
Well, it's so nice for Tyson, isn't it? It's peace of mind. I mean, when I first got together with Tyson, first met Tyson, you could see that him and his dad were sort of like glued together. They was everywhere. They went everywhere together. Sparring, training, travelling, fighting. He's been a big part of Tyson's life, and for him to not be there, it was hard for Tyson. So fortunately, it was a family affair, and Peter's just done an outrageous job with him. I mean, he's a brilliant athlete now. He's a lot of people never thought they was going to see that.
You never thought you'd hear the words Tyson and athlete together.
No,
would you?
No. So they're a great team. They're a very close knit family, and they've made sure that physically and mentally he is where he is today, and that's great because he was a young man. He was a character. He was larger than life. There was a lot of distractions. It was really hard for him coming through, really. There was a lot of pressure on him, a lot of people talking about him, a lot of people slating him. He's been that high profile, through making his debut on terrestrial TV. Since then, he had a lot of knock, and he's proven them all wrong. So, which is pleasing to all of us because I've certainly known how good he was since he was an amateur, and I'm pleased that he's proven everyone wrong.
They must be a joy to work with the Furies because they always make themselves available for all of the media. When they turn up, there's at the very least at least 5 Furies, all willing to talk to the press, and they seem very loyal to each other, to you as well. It has to be said. He must be a great boxer to promote and manage.
Without question, from day one. Not only that, not only all the loyalty side of things and the camaraderie, but it's good fun as well. We have a laugh. It's hilarious to be around sometimes. So.
But things just happen off the cuff, kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, it's just it's funny to say the least. I mean, I'm not just talking Tyson. Everyone, it's well documented. What a comedian Tyson is, but all of his family are fun people to be around. It's an enjoyable experience, put it that way.
Today I asked you in the press conference about the WLADIMIR KLITSCHKO mandatory situation, as we spoke about quite a lot recently. If Klitschko beats Jennings, Fury, as expected, beats up Hamer. Can we look for that next fight to be WLADIMIR KLITSCHKO for the world title?
Most definitely. I mean, that's the fight Tyson's wanted. He's wanted it since he turned pro. He doesn't swerve no man. In fact he's always opted for the more difficult fights all throughout his career. So he could go the easier route and go the Deontay Wilder route, but he wants to fight WLADIMIR KLITSCHKO, and he's in the mandatory slot. So it's got to happen. And the thing about it is, everyone knows we want the fight, but I am quite sure that Team Klitschko want the fight in a big way as well.
All right, well listen, we look forward to Saturday. Watch all the action on BoxNation from 7 PM. Tyson Fury taking on Christian Hamer, and well done to MICK and Hennessy Sports, doing a great job with Tyson, and we shall see you tomorrow.
Thanks, James. Good man. You recovered from Monaco?
Slightly. Slightly. Took a couple of days, I'm not going to lie. Thank you.
Good trip.
Drinking with the big dogs, this is what happened.
Nice one.